Ladies and gentlemen, in order for Africa to grow and transform, we need to have a clear understanding of our times. We are not new in the business of transformation, but Africa has, nevertheless, to innovate in the business of transformation. Previously, countries had to develop strong industrial bases before trading and competing globally. They now can insert into specific segments and subsectors of the global production process. The rise and expansion of global value chains is not primarily due to the increasing trade of goods. Rather, it is focused on technology, finance, investment, and modern services. Africa should focus on its domestic consumption. Africa's rising population growth, growing middle class, and rapid urbanization will continue to increase demand for consumer goods. Agribusiness holds the key to meet this demand, particularly processed food. The shift from primary production towards modern, integrated agribusiness provides a lucrative opportunity for a large number of smallholder farmers, the majority of which are women, as well as for generating modern jobs for the continent's youth.
Industrial policy won't succeed without conscious efforts to build African champions and without dynamic dialogue and interaction between government and the private sector at sectorial, country, regional, and continental levels. Indeed, industrial policy must be accompanied by our integration efforts towards a continental free trade area by 2017, and therefore we must do nothing that will jeopardize this continental African trade. And the skills revolution to train hundreds of thousands more scientists, engineers, artisans working together with the private sector, and by investing in science, technology, research, and innovation. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the second and related issue before our honorable ministers is about institutions. The 2 dead decades of structural adjustment not only saw stagnation and deindustrialization, but also the destruction of institutional capacity to industrial policy, support, and planning.
To implement the decision of the summit, the African Union Commission, in collaboration with my office, first organized a series of technical meetings with partners and representatives of the heads of states and governments in Monrovia to discuss the terms of reference of the Secretariat, define modalities for supporting the work of the high-level committee in finalizing the common position and the formulation of a roadmap. And that Africa is committed to remain focused on pertinent development issues by completing the unfinished MDG business, by focusing on the quality aspect of service delivery in the areas of education and health, and by responding to the social and economic consequences of Africa's changing demographic structure. The CAP is resolved to reverse Africa's dependence on the cluster of primary commodities and to create decent jobs and strengthen resilience to external shocks. It aims to deepen and sustain the improved socioeconomic performance of the continent by harnessing science, technology, and innovation. The CAP finally recognizes that Africa's priorities must be financed, and to this end, resource mobilization and innovative financing will need to be effective. In conclusion, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the process of developing a common African position has been analytical and widely inclusive, consultative, and interactive. We must all endeavor to have a better Africa to leave to our children and grandchildren than the one we inherited. The people of Africa have spoken. We have listened, and now is the time for action. I thank you.